Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm doing all of my 2020 faves. So this is a full face that I've created using all my favorite products from 2020. It was a horrendous year, but it had some good makeup items and I'm going to talk about them and put them on my face in this video. And also I want to say Happy New Year, or maybe I should say Happy New Lockdown, because that is the situation we're in at the moment. But yeah, I hope you're having a good year so far. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, let me stop rambling and let's get straight into the makeup. Okay, so I've got an absolute blank canvas right now, so you guys can see how all my favorite products work on the skin, work together, and how they're so versatile and why they made it to my favorites. Please excuse my very kind of ginger hair. I'm calling it a honey blonde. I've been trying to go blonde healthily for maybe like 2 weeks now. So I've done about 3 bleach sessions and this is what I've got to. But I really want to go to a nice like cool toned icy blonde, and I think it's probably going to take a few more sessions. So yeah, I'm gonna have to live with this. And I swear, like when it's so warm, when I look at it, it puts me in a bad mood. But I'm trying to be optimistic here. Trying to be optimistic. Right, so my favorite primer of 2020 was this Nars Pore and Shine Control Primer. I actually never remember the names of any products. Like I can tell you the packaging, but the names, they just... So this one is amazing. Like at the time of my wedding, I obviously was doing my own makeup. I have very oily skin, so I need something that's going to keep me matte all day. So I did a lot of research, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. And this one was recommended by most people. So I thought, go on, let's try it. And you know what? It actually kept me matte all day. And this is through like flash photography, you know, like moving around, greeting people. This wore beautifully, kept me super matte. So I'm just gonna pop that on my face. Kind of smells like medicine, I'm not gonna lie, but I ain't mad at it. It's a little bit hydrating, a little bit pore filling, and it feels really nice and cooling on the skin. So I'm not really into liquid highlight. It's not my thing. I find it too messy to work with, and I just prefer powder. But under my makeup, I have been loving using this. It's the L'Oreal True Match highlight in the shade Golden Glow, and this is a dupe for, I believe, the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, and it just gives you a really nice healthy glow. It just makes your makeup look really nice and glowy, which I'm all about. And it is a little bit darker than me right now, but you're not going to see it. The foundation will cover it all. Okay, so that's just giving me a little bit of a sheen on the skin. Oh, for foundations of the year, and it feels so weird saying that, like 2020 is fully over, it's never coming back. I just feel like we all just lost a year. But yeah, my favorite foundations of 2020 are the CYO long lasting foundation. Oh my god, this is so good. It's like dewy, it's full coverage, it sits on the skin really beautifully. Like I was so shocked at this. It's like £5 or something like that. This one is slept on. Like seriously, I'd never even heard of CYO properly before last year, and it's just blown me the hell away. And then my second fave is the Beauty Pie Everyday Great Skin Foundation. This one is a dupe for the Armani, and I can vouch for that because the finish is pretty spot on. And it's full coverage, it looks very like natural. It's just so nice. And I use the shade Shea, or Shea, however you pronounce it. Beauty Pie products, some of them are incredible. Like I was thinking about cancelling my membership this month and it just made me sad, so I'm gonna keep it because I honestly get so addicted to trying all their products. I think I've pretty much tried all their products. I mean, skincare, makeup, you name it. One thing I'm not too fond of theirs is their fragrances. They're not for me, and I just feel like it probably doesn't work with my chemistry. But yeah, I'm gonna mix the two of these and pop these on the skin. So I've just mixed a pump of each and popping it on the skin. I like washed my beauty blender with Dettol and it smells so nice now. As you can see, it's like it's looking really natural. And that's the thing I love the most. Like, it's full coverage but it looks so natural. Okay, that is the foundation on, and I just honestly love the finish. It's super natural. It's in between like matte and dewy. It's like semi-matte and it's not cakey or anything like that. I've really truly loved that combination. It's really nice. Honestly, it feels like nothing on your skin. It's so light. So for concealers, I actually found tons of great ones last year. Like really good full coverage ones that don't crease, that just honestly just work. My number one favorite of last year was the Huda Beauty Overachiever concealer, and I used the shade Sugar Biscuit. Honestly, love this. Love. Like, I just can't get over it. I thought it was going to be really hyped because a lot of her products are overhyped, but this is just incredible. A little bit goes a long way, and it's full coverage and it just sits so nice, doesn't crease, wears really good all day. Just, oh my god, it's just so good. Really good to cut the crease with as well. Ultimate control. From the drugstore, I really like the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer. It's just, this for me is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. I feel like it's exactly the same thing. If anything, I prefer this one because it's cheaper and I just love the color. I use the shade Cashew and it's just the most perfect color for me. So this one, like, I think you can see gaps in the tube, like that's how much I use it. And then my other fave is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Concealer, and honestly, this is like, it's the thinnest consistency with the most pigment. It is, I don't know how this works. It's magic. Like, how can it be so thin and how can it provide that much coverage? I don't get it. But this is freaking incredible. I think I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty because that was my ultimate fave. I find it crazy that 2020 is over, but this is essentially 2020 part 2. Another year, another lockdown. It's driving me mad, honestly. I just want to have a life again, you know? I've forgotten how it feels to have a life, to see friends. And I've been working for all of the lockdowns, this entire pandemic. I've had to go physically to work because I work in a hospital. And as noble as that sounds and is and whatever, it's just been so hard. I've talked to quite a few people that work in healthcare and have had to work through every lockdown, and it's really hard. Like, you do not get a break. It's been full on for about a year now, and you go to work, it's really stressful. You come home, there's nothing you can really truly do to de-stress. You can't go out, like, forget about, you know, your work stress and your worries and whatever. You're constantly in that zone. Like, you wake up, go to work, come home, sleep, repeat, and that is it. And then there's no incentive either. Like, it's not like any of us are gonna get 2 weeks off because we really deserve it. That's not happening. It's not like any of us are getting a massive pay rise. That's not happening. So you're just essentially, it kind of feels like you're expected to work and not complain about anything and just to carry on like you're a robot. But we're humans. I feel like you kind of, I know that we pick this career and stuff, but you don't get a choice. It's not like you could say, oh, I want to, you know, I'm terrified of like risking my life. I want to take a break, or I want to be on furlough. It's not an option. And then you just feel so bad as well, like complaining or like even having this kind of opinion, but it's the truth for so many people. Imagine working tirelessly all year and you're just drained, and there's not really that much support out there for you. Yeah, that's my little bit of real talk there. So yeah, that is the concealer. So good, like honestly, it blends in like a dream. It doesn't really crease. Lovely color for my skin tone. I really recommend it. You know, it's a special day when you're cream contouring, and that's what we're doing. I don't really like cream contouring anymore. I feel like it just takes a lot of time. Don't have the time for it. Adult life. I use this one from Beauty Pie. It's the Quick Color Contour Super Gel. It's in the shade 1, and I actually found it really nice and easy and quick. And quick is the main word here. I love something that's quick. I think this is an absolute dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, even it looks the same. But it's like a really nice cool tone shade. Not too dark. Like at first, that looks quite intimidating, but it blends out so nice. If anything, it kind of blends out into nothing, so you kind of have to go in with more. I use the same sponge for everything. Yeah, look how easy that is. Should I tell you what I've been loving recently? Good Girls. Like, oh my god. I'm obsessed. Like, I'm on season 3 now. I just love it. I love it so much. Okay, so I feel like that's blended in super nice, and it's giving me a nice amount of coolness on my skin. Super nice product. I really recommend that. We are moving on to powder products now, and for powder of the year, it has to be Huda Beauty Pound Cake. Amazing, amazing product. Amazing powder, one of the best I've ever used. There's only one annoyance, and it's so hard to get powder out of this. Yeah, and that concealer is not creased. I've been talking and laughing and, you know, expressing myself, and it's just not creased. So that's how good it is. I'm pretty much matte, and I just honestly recommend that powder so much. It has a scent, but it doesn't offend me. So for powder, contour and bronzer, my favorites of last year was the Revlon Skin Lights in the shade Sunkissed Bean. Seriously love this. It's a really, really nice cool tone shade. Blends like a dream. It's cheap. It's drugstore. Like, this is a high quality product. I just can't believe it's drugstore price. Revlon, you are doing bits. And then I've got the butter bronzer in the shade Sunkissed. It smells really lovely, and it's like a really nice warm shade, and it just, like, when you put it on, I feel like it puts you in a good mood. Okay, so I feel like that's contoured me up really nicely. So I'm just getting some of that butter bronzer to saturate my brush. Oh my god, it smells so good, like coconuts. Like, I need any more warmth because I feel like my hair does it for me. There we go. I feel like that has bronzed me up so nicely. Blush of the year was the Primark blush that I used in my full face of Primark video not so long ago. It's in the shade Secrecy, and honestly, this is a dupe for Nars Orgasm. Like, I'm not kidding. It's literally the same. And what I love is that it's not too pigmented. I hate blushes that are too pigmented. This one you can build up. It's gorgeous. It's so pretty. And the thing of 2020 was we realized that we love blush. But yeah, you could see that it's got a little bit of a pink sheen right there. So yeah, this is a fabulous blush. It was £1. So good. Okay, my favorite part of any video is highlight, and for highlight of the year, it's this Revlon Skin Lights highlighter in the shade Daybreak Glimmer. It is incredible. Seriously, this I think is a dupe for the Ambrasi, and I've clearly used it quite a lot. The pattern has disappeared from the middle. I use it all the time. Like, I seriously don't reach for anything else. This is so pretty. I feel like it'd work on so many skin tones. It is gorgeous. Like, Revlon, seriously, you've stepped up your game. So let me just show you. Let me show you guys. Okay. Okay. This is not high end, guys. This is literally £10 in a drugstore. Like, it just lights you up. Okay. That is just insane. Can you ever have enough highlight? Because I really don't think you can. Okay, now that I'm shining like a tin man, we are gonna set the face. Now, my all-time favorite setting spray of last year was the Fresh Glow by Beauty Pie. Honestly, this smells so nice. It's like really light on your face. It just like sprays onto your face so nice. It puts you in a good mood. I just like the way it feels. I like the way it smells. I like the way it kind of sets my makeup. It's a little bit glowy, keeps it glowy, looking very natural. Eyeshadow. Now, I have two eyeshadow palettes here and they're pretty, I wouldn't say the same, but I'd say they're similar in color story. Well, they're not really. There might be a little bit. We've got blues in there. Well, so my first favorite is the Sugar Pill C2. This one is so vibrant. The shadows are just gorgeous. They work incredibly well. It also has a little bit of sentimental value to it because my husband bought it for me and he's a pharmacist and this is a pill palette, so it's kind of a little bit of irony there. And then my second favorite is one I've used very recently on my channel. It's the Beauty Bay Book of Magic. And I'm telling you, this is incredible. Like the shades. Like I've not got this excited over an eyeshadow palette in a long time. So I've got like a blue kind of jumper on. We can play around with the blues, why not? Because it's a Sunday and I'm not really going anywhere because we're in lockdown. So let's get crazy. So we're gonna go into this nude shade right here. And these shadows are so pigmented. You see that? It's a really nice like cool tone shade. Okay, so from the Beauty Bay palette, I'm going into the shade Trick. And then I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is called Cursed. And when I say we're playing with blues, we are playing with blues. We are not shying away. The pigmentation on these palettes is just, it just shocks me. Okay, and then I'm going into Cursed, that deeper blue shade, and just placing it right under there. Not gonna lie, like when I use colors like this, I get so scared. That's good. So I'm gonna cut the crease with the Huda Beauty concealer. So I want to use the sparkly blue from both the palettes. So I think I'm going to go into the shade Spell first from the Beauty Bay palette. Just like take it on the inner portion of the eye, like so, and you can see it's so sparkly. It's so delicious. And it packs on really nice with a brush. And then with the Sugar Pill, I'm going in with this blue shade right here. I do think this one is a better shimmer. It works really good with a brush as well. Both shades are quite similar, but I just find this one is a bit more turquoise. So under the eye, I think I'm gonna go in with a blue because, I mean, why the hell not? Probably gonna take this shade right here called Elixir. So blue. Right, so for the inner corner, I'm gonna go into this shade right here called Moonlight. It's a very nice inner corner color. Just gonna pop it right here. Complements blue so well. These shades are very, very glittery. A little bit under the brow bone. I've actually not done my brows, which is a bit wild. But to be honest, I'm not going anywhere. So I just feel like, what am I doing my eyebrows for? And that is the finished eye look. Like seriously, the pigment, it was just so easy. Like blue is a terrifying look, I'm not gonna lie. But this was very, very easy. It was quick, and it, you know, I really trust these shadows, and I know they work and I know they perform. That's why they're my favorites of 2020. Eyeliners of the year. So liquid liner, it's the XX Revolution Flixx eyeliner. Love this liner, it's super black. The tip is fabulous. It's really thin and precise, so this works for me every time. And then for tight lining, it's the Collection eye definer in the shade black. This is insane. Like, It takes 2 seconds to just have the blackest tight line. Like, seriously, just check that out. And now let's do liquid liner, the most scary thing a human could ever do. That liner situation is done and it doesn't bleed. It's like vinyl, black, shiny, and it's freaking awesome. Really, really good eyeliner. Now, another XX Revolution product in my faves. This is the brow definer. No, it's called XX Fine Brow. And I just think this is such a good brow pencil, and I love the packaging. And it has a good weight to it. It just feels expensive. It feels luxe, and yes, I'm all about that. Right, mascara time, people. Now, I have many different faves of the year, and all of them I feel like are equally as good. Let's start off with my ultimate fave. It's the Collection Lash Surge, and I discovered this a few videos ago, and honestly, it's blown me away. I've used this relentlessly. I use it like pretty much every day, and I get loads of comments on Instagram asking me what mascara I'm using, and seriously, it's this, and it was about £5, and it's seriously changed my lash game. This is, I think, a fave that I'll be using for years and years and years. It's just so good, inexpensive, and just fabulous. And then I've got the CYO lengthening mascara, and it's the brush for me. Like, it's just so unique, so kind of, it's different, and I feel like it just makes my lashes really nice and fluffy. And then there's this Beauty Pie mascara, and it's called the False Lash Mascara, and again, it's the brush for me, but this is fabulous at getting right into the root of the lash. So I think I'm going to use all three, and you can just see how freaking fab all of these are. And just like from one layer, you'll probably be able to see how good this is. It just gives you the most like delicious wispy lashes. I love describing things as delicious now. Like, that's just one coating, and I just feel like it's giving me lashes. Like, when I put this on, it reminds me of like as if I'm wearing wispy false lashes. So good. Right, so that's the first layer. Right, so I'm using the CYO, it's called Length Mascara. I'm just gonna go over that. I make absolutely crazy faces when I'm doing mascara. Like, I'm like, and then whilst I'm filming, I'm trying to really keep it together, but really all I want to do is so you can really see like the lashes are building up quite nicely. And then I'm gonna go in with the Beauty Pie one, and that's gonna really lift it from the root. I feel like this one's really good for giving you a lift. They're not clumpy or anything. Like, all three are so fab that I can use them all together, and they're not clumpy. I'm just gonna put a little bit on the bottom lashes. Look at these lashes, like, they're insane. Honestly, in real life, it looks like I'm wearing falsies. That's how good this combination is, and it just looks fabulous. Moving on to lip liners. My two favorites of last year was the Bourjois Paris in the shade Sweet Brownie. It's a really nice kind of brown shade, so just like put it there. Very nice for a 90s look. And then Morphe, it's the Sweet Tea. But again, these are very inexpensive, so very good lip liners. I've got a collection of lip stuff that have made my favorites. Starting off with lip gloss, it has to be the Fenty Glow. This I discovered this year, and it just blows my mind. It makes your lips juicy, and to be honest, you'd never think a lip gloss would be life-changing or like really amazing. You just think they're all kind of the same, but this one isn't. It's like, it's soft on the lips, it's very hydrating, it's not sticky, it just smells nice. It makes your lips look so juicy. It's just incredible. I get the hype on this. I've been loving demi matte lipsticks. They're like my fave kind of lipstick now. So I've got the one from Primark. It's in the shade Naked, and I've worn it in my latest Primark makeup video, amazing formula, just amazing. It's like in between a matte liquid lipstick and a gloss. It's just the best. It wears so nicely on the lips, so good for like winter especially. Then I've got the Huda Beauty Demi Matte, and this one's in the shade Mogul. I used this in my full face of Huda Beauty makeup video recently, so again, if you want to see the shade, you can find it on that video. And again, next is a Huda Beauty lipstick. This one is in the shade Wedding Day. It's a really beautiful, like kind of pinky nudie shade, and I wore this on my wedding day, so yeah, you know, if you're wearing something on your wedding day, it's good. And then, like, my ultimate fave of last year, not because of like the formula or anything, but just because it's so freaking beautiful, is this one. I'm gonna come in a little bit closer, but look at the shade and just like the glitter and the embossment around the edge. It's just embossment, is that even a thing? How it's embossed around the edge, like it looks like a crystal lipstick. It is just probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, and I find it hard to wear because the shade is just a little bit wild. It's like pink with all these like purple glitters in it, but I don't want to mess up the pattern. It's just so pretty. But I think I'm going to put on a Fenty gloss because I don't want to have too much of a crazy lip with this eye. This is my face using all my favorites from 2020, and honestly, it's a good face of makeup. The makeup looks good. I'm having a good makeup day. All of these products are like, I feel like it's a mix of high-end and drugstore, but it's the drugstore products that shock me the most. And at the price, I'm like, it's so cheap and it's so good. Like that's how it becomes a favorite for me. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video and you found some new makeup items, or you've just enjoyed watching this just for the sake of this makeup look. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and join my YouTube family because it always means the most. And I'll see you in the next one.